Hopefully I'm live. We're live on parties. We're live on everything. It looks like kick everything. Uh, we'll go here. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello, beautiful people. Okay, so let me do this real quick. Let me come over here. Change my chat stuff to this, so I'm over ready to go. And we'll get to chatting it up a minute. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to chatting it up for a minute. Hold on, why is this? Cat. Oh, why is OBS freaking the fuck out right now? Like all of a sudden my OBS is like having like a stroke right now. All of a sudden it's like, no. All of a sudden it's like taking up a shit ton of performance. Why is that? OBS is like taking up 24%. I've never seen OBS this hardcore in the paint before. Oh well. What can I do about it? Nothing. We go forward. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, Google just up sieges. Like, I just noticed like, I noticed, like, hold on. Hang on. Okay. I noticed with YouTube, like, I'm going to turn my ad blocker off and see if maybe that fixes that. Yeah, like, my CPU shoots up to the roof with a. There it is. Now it's coming down. Yeah, Chrome. I'm just going to remove my. I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm going to blacklist it. Yeah, I'm just going to blacklist it on fucking YouTube. I don't know why. I had it blacklisted. I don't understand that shit, man. By the way, guys, if you have any Chromium type browser, here's a word of advice to you. Like, Opera's a Chromium browser. Turn your ad blocker off on YouTube. You'll save 10-15%. A lot of people don't realize this, but what's happening is with Chrome and any type of Chromium browser that you're using, I went from 50% CPU usage in my RAM being taxed hardcore in the paint to literally down. What you got to do is turn your ad blocker off on YouTube. YouTube has added some rules and stuff throughout the Chromium browsers to block the idea of ads. They're gonna go to these like 1 minute ads supposedly to fuck with these. It's like wrong of Google to do. I get Google wants to make money. I get it, and I understand it, and I understand Twitch, and I understand all these platforms. I don't mind the 3 second I don't mind a minute long ad every once in a while. But when you guys are like when they're shoving it every 5 minutes down your throat, it's not okay to me. I think there should be a middle ground between what you can watch ad wise, and then their answer is, well, you can spend $14 on our premium, and it's like, okay, cool, I get it. You get music behind it, so you're getting like 2 in 1. I get it. I'm a Spotify guy. And I just find it annoying, like these ads. Like I find it annoying, like and YouTube is just nonstop now. And now, like, even on the TV, like even not having YouTube Premium anymore, I was like, yeah, this shit sucks. Yeah, this shit sucks. And I'm like, so when I have an opportunity, I'll probably just get YouTube Premium again and just go YouTube. I'll just go full YouTube music because it's like, to me, like, I am not going to have YouTube jack up my CPU and my usages like that. That's disgusting. If you guys don't know, turn your ads off, your ad blockers on YouTube. What's happening is I found this out through YouTube channels, and I think it was Local Tech Talk actually. I didn't even know this was a thing until I started watching more YouTube videos and diving deep into the rabbit hole. Unfortunately, what's happening is with all what's going on with ad blockers and stuff like that on any browser, YouTube is now putting things into place to where I don't think that their code with Chromium browsers or YouTube in general, I don't. That's why you're seeing your browser crash. That's why you're seeing like tabs crash. It's because they've added some algorithms in place when they detect. So what they do is they can't handle what you're throwing at it with ad blockers. So unfortunately, let me see if this works. I may have to pull up my YouTube chat on the side again. There it is again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. All you gotta do is go whitelist, unblock. You just gotta put it in the blacklist. So like, yes, I know people are gonna say, "Well, I don't want to watch ads, man. You know, this whole 25 ad blocker." Well, yeah, but watch it eat up your RAM. What it does is it in return, what it will do is it'll. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier, but people don't want to listen to me. Yeah, see all these browser pages. Yeah, I'm eventually gonna need a new PC eventually. I'll probably get a mini PC eventually. Eventually, I need to put a donation stuff thing put somewhere right here where I can have a donation link thing. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move this slightly like this because I don't need this over like that. Okay. Sorry, what's up, Bot? What's up, Bloat? Bot? Botin? Ort? I appreciate it, buddy. What's up? Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry, I'm talking about YouTube. You guys don't know YouTube with their ad blockers, so we're gonna get into playing some video games today. Let's see here. What do we got going on today? What do we got? Yeah, this computer's like fucking taking off. Yeah, I don't know why I could hear all that. I hadn't in here in a week, and like literally my computer's ready to take the fuck off for some fucking weird reason. Yeah, we're just gonna put our stuff at balanced, and hopefully that shit just calms itself down. Because I don't know you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know you like that, buddy. And you're misspelling my name too. That's even a telltale sign, man. Yo, Josh, what's up, homie? Thank you for that, homie. Yeah, I don't play with randos, buddy. Unfortunately, especially with people that botch my name. It's Rev Sauce, not Reb, not Red Sauce. It's Rev Sauce. You gotta do it right. You guys gotta do better. What's up, iPods? Hope you're doing well. Oh shit. Let me do this real quick. First of all, if you're coming to my chats, you guys gotta learn how to spell, man. Like I'm being for real with you guys. Like, learn how to spell. And don't ask me, can I have V-Bucks or can I play with you? Unless I know you, No. You got to be here for a while. That's my policy. You got to be here for a while. We got to get to know each other. Like, for real, for real. Like, if we don't know each other, we don't play. That's a fact. By the way, guys, if you guys haven't seen, I've been throwing up a lot of videos as of late here on this channel. On YouTube side, we've been going crazy. I did not put any videos up about TikTok, and that's a little bit of a gray area right now because I don't know what's going on with that. There's like 5 different bidders. So I do not know what the hell's going on with that situation. So I can't tell you, like I can't definitively tell you, but I can tell you Microsoft's in on it. So, and Microsoft's not going to comment. No big company's going to comment. Oracle's not commenting. Kevin O'Leary's not commenting. All these people are not commenting because they're in the negotiation process right now. They're bidding. And I know TikTok's going to sell. There's too much money to be made for them not to. So if you guys are coming and asking my opinion about TikTok, what my feelings are, Microsoft will probably, or Google will probably get in on the action too. I told you guys this months ago that Google and Microsoft are going to have a bidding war. I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon didn't get in on the action of this because Twitch, of course, duh. And our current president wants this bidding war between companies. So there you go. Okay. Also, too, guys, I've been busy with a lot of stuff. So, obviously, that's why I've not been around. We reviewed AEW last night. Guys, you guys got to understand. I've told you guys this before, and I'm going to say this in stream. Look, when I'm here, I'm here. Getting pumped for Royal Rumble this weekend. CM Punk, Charlotte winning. I don't think Charlotte's going to win. If she shows up, there's going to be a feud for her. I don't see Charlotte coming in, and I don't see, like, there's 3, AJ Lee, Charlotte. I honestly think it's not going to be Charlotte. I think they're going to give it to probably, and I said this too, because they want to push her to the moon and back, and why wouldn't they? Because she was everything for NXT while she was there. I think they're gonna go with The Rock, and I really do believe they're probably, because they've been featuring her a lot, and I'm gonna say this probably, and I'm probably gonna get boos and he's. I honestly think what they're gonna do, and I know this is gonna sound terrible of me. They may have, and I know this is gonna sound awful of me. They're probably gonna have Jade come back. It screams Jade to me coming back and winning. And then I also have that, and I have Jordynne Grace winning it just as a dark horse pick because Jordynne Grace just signed all this money, and I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't push her to the moon and back. Another one, I want to be honest here. I could perfectly see Charlotte Flair too, but I think, I honestly think that Charlotte Flair needs some time. Like, I could see her winning United States Championship belt. So on the men's side, I said it in my Raw review this week. So on the men's side, I have CM Punk. I have Cena. I do not have Roman winning it. And I'm going to tell you guys why, because Solo Sikoa and him are going to go at each other at Mania. It's already screaming that. I don't think you're going to see Roman winning. I think you're going to see what you need to see when it comes to that. So there's that. What else? My dark horse pick is going to be Jey Uso, just because I said it then and I will say it now. I have Jey Uso number 3 as my dark horse pick. I have CM Punk winning it all because it makes sense if you go by the story that they're telling on Raw with CM Punk or with Cody. It makes sense. Jey Uso makes sense to have him win it anyway, and then you could put CM Punk over on that other side. The women's side is going to be more interesting than the men's side of the Royal Rumble because supposedly rumor has it AJ Lee's coming back, and that's coming from reports. So I could still see that. Oh yeah, they're gonna have Cody carry it till Mania, of course. But here's the thing though with that. I tell this to everybody. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about that though. So with Cody, it's gonna be Cody and CM Punk. I do think it's gonna be Punk dethroning. The reason I say this is because Roman is destined to be against Solo Sikoa. That's just. I think that will be your second from the. I think it'll be night 1. You'll have Roman and Solo being your second main event of that night. I do. How they get there? They start with Royal Rumble. I think Roman's gonna get fucked over. I do. Just because he's on the front cover of the game does not mean. And I could be wrong. And it could be Roman walking out as the guy. I hope not. I really hope not. I do not want to see Roman and Cody because that promo you got on Monday between Cody and Roman or Cody and CM Punk is the best for business. Who do you think Gunther's gonna face? Jey Uso. I do believe Jey Uso. I think Jey Uso should go over. I do. Jey Uso, I honestly think if they wanted to, they can go Cena. I think Gunther losing to Cena it wouldn't hurt my feelings. Or Jey Uso. If they have a Jey Uso go over and they do the yeet thing with him, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if at Mania or any time from now to Mania that Gunther loses. I wouldn't be mad over it. I honestly would be okay with it. They just got to do it right. I think Cena would be perfect for that moment. More and more I think about it, if they have Cena win, have him go against Gunther. And the reason I say this is because Gunther could take a loss and still look good. Where Cody, it would just make Cody, everything that happened with Cody, it would just be for nothing. And Cody's legacy would just be, he went over for Gunther could take a loss like this, and Cena can make him look good. And then Gunther can win it back shortly. You know what I mean? You can have Cena hold it for 3 to 4 months. I think you can have Cena hold it until like a SummerSlam. And you could do what they did with Edge, right? Well, Edge didn't win a title, but you could do kind of like that where you can have Cena have the title. You can have him go around. You can make that your A title. And what you can honestly do at that point is you can have Cena hold it. What you can also do if you really wanted to go there, right? Is this guy a kid? Hang on. Yeah, this guy's a kid. I don't know if he's a kid or not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so this guy's a troll. I'm gonna give this guy a word of advice to Wasdom Tazin or whatever his name is. I'm gonna be honest with you. First of all, get yourself a computer. Second of all, If you're gonna make reactionary content, be better than that. Be better than that. You know what I mean? Do better. Stealing people's names not okay. Do better. Like, I don't know if you're a kid. Yeah, I don't know. I just have no idea. Well, no, I'm just calling it out here. Like, it seems like you're a child, or like I first of all, I don't play with people under the age of 18. Never will. You will not see that. If you guys didn't see this rapper guy over the week, he told some kid blah blah this and blah blah that, and he can get blah blah blah. You know what I mean? You get canceled for that. That's why I don't play with kids, because when I'm talking shit and whatnot, I'm in a different zone when I'm playing video games. Like that's why I play with adults. I don't play with children unless it's a bunch of friends' kids that I know, because that shit could be taken and spin, and it could be put anywhere on the internet, and you can get in some trouble. So yeah, I want to make that very clear about that. But back to what I was saying. Cena, his career's over after Mania. I thought Cena's career is over. No, his career. He said one more year. He's going up all the way up until next year. So I think what they do is they give him the belt, let him have a run for a minute. Honestly, that's what they do. Or they give it to Jey Uso. I'd be fine with Jey Uso having a belt. Gunther's had his time with the belt. Like, don't get me wrong. He's had his moment for 3 years with the Intercontinental belt, or 2 years with the Intercontinental belt. And also with the World Heavyweight title. I like Gunther, right? I do. I really, 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 really like Gunther, right? But he could pass the baton and not feel like it's a big loss to him. Okay. And I also want to say something too while I'm here. Guys, over the past when I was gone, some of you guys were like freaking out where I was. Like, guys, you could DM me. You don't need to go into Discord and into my Discord and go, "Oh my god, where are you? Oh my god." Look. I have a phone. Yeah? Right here. In my bare hands. You can DM me. You don't need to go into Discord. You can DM me. If you need my cell number, you can grab my cell number. To the inner circle or friends that want to have my number, you can have my number. You can text me. I'll text you right back. You can actually add me on Facebook. You can text me there. If you don't get something back on Discord, it's not panic time. It's more of, and this is to you guys, I love you. I love each and every one of you that care, but there's better ways to handle that. You can reach out on Discord. You can reach out on Facebook Messenger. It's not difficult. I've had to have this conversation with a lot of you because a lot of you start with Discord and you freak the fuck out. And then it's like, oh my god, guys. I'm already ready for the island mode in, yeah, I think a lot of people are excited for 2025. I just hope it doesn't cost $100 because that's where the gaming industry goes. I'm hoping it doesn't cost $100 or more. And by the way, I want to make something very, 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 very clear. I am not making fun of anybody. I'm not bashing on anybody. I'm speaking my mind. And I'm being blunt. Okay? I had issues with my phone. Couldn't get to Discord, but it doesn't mean freak out in my Discord. Love you guys. And that goes out to anybody. You can add me on Facebook. My Facebook is open. Long as you don't fucking go over to my family and go, blah, blah, blah. I'm okay with you. My Facebook's open. All you gotta do is reach out and ask. Say, hey Rev, what's your Facebook? If you can't get to me on Discord, Facebook's the next best thing. But I'm talking about the single edition. Supposedly games are gonna go up this year. I don't know when and where. So I'm hoping standard editions of games don't go up to $100 because they're already talking with GTA 6 of releasing that game with no DLC, no nothing at launch at $100 for the Xbox and the PlayStation version. With no DLC, no nothing, just bare bones. Another thing I want to address, I want to thank everybody that's cared. I'm reading off my little docket that I have here on Google Docs. I want to say thank you guys for caring. Seriously, that was my other topic I wanted to segue into it. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that cares. It's just that, guys, you can DM me. If I don't get back to you as soon as possible, it doesn't mean freak out time. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. Don't freak out. And you can add me on Discord or Facebook if you like. If I don't get to you on Discord, I will definitely get to you on Facebook. And if I don't get to you on Facebook, it means I'm not signed in. And last week I had problems with my phone. If you listen to my follow-up video, my update video, where was Rev? I told you guys, and I'm gonna say this one more time to everybody, so everybody has this loud and clear. Loud and clear from me, the Revmeister, Rev Nation, all my community, because I love you guys. If I'm not around, it means I'm dealing with life. Okay? If I'm not here for a few days, you already know what's happening. The minute go. You don't have to message me. I'm dealing with family. I'm doing the family life. That's where I'm at. I didn't go off into the sunset somewhere. I didn't go off over here. I always will tell you guys this. If I'm not talking wrestling and I'm not gaming or I'm not talking tech or whatever it is, I'm dealing with family. So if you don't see me for 2 or 3 days, just expect I'm doing stuff for family. And anybody can DM me and ask me that. And I will definitely tell you. For sure. Dealing with family shit. Okay? So anyway, I wanted to address that today because some of you were worried and it was like, guys, I will always regurgitate the same stuff. Slubhour, what's up, buddy? I appreciate you coming by. Hope you're doing well today. I just wanted to address that because some of you were freaking out, and I'm like, guys, I'm doing family stuff. I was out at Costco, Sam's Club. I was out doing a bunch of stuff. Like, I got committed to cleaning up my dryer. I had to go and, you know, a lot of you guys, most people are going to hire a service for it. I do it myself. I have to go into my washer. I had to go into my dryer, and in the lint thing, I had to go in. I have a special tool, and you have to clean all the lint stuff with like a shop vac. Then you have to go in the back of it, and you clean out where you put the piping in. And then you have to go up your roof to where the line is. And you have to go in and you have to clean up the stuff. That's where I was. So if you guys are really concerned, you can add me on Facebook. Like, you can add me on Facebook. You can, if I don't get to you on Discord or you don't see me, I'm dealing with family stuff. I tell you guys, I've told this to tell of time of my channels, right? If you don't see me upload a video for like 3 or 4 days, or you don't see me streaming like usual, I'm dealing with family stuff. 9 out of 10 times, that's where I'm at. I'm usually at home, or I'm doing something for my mother that's like insane, okay? I'm the guy that does the heavy lifting. I'm the guy that gets up on the ladder. I'm the guy that does the heavy lifting and the, you know, the manly shit in this house. My mom can't do it, unfortunately. So, I have to do it. And it takes time. It's not like, I can't just stop what I'm doing to go do a stream or do a video, you know what I mean? And I don't take that as me being mad. Please don't take it being me being mad. I'm not mad. I'm just being honest with you guys. If you guys are concerned or worried or whatever it is, just reach out to me. Feel free to add me on Facebook. If you really like what I'm doing, you really like who I am, just add me on Facebook. Unless it was last week, my phone was having problems with an update, and yeah, it's not like an iPhone. Androids are a whole different ball game, especially Samsungs, and when they're OEM locked and all that, yeah, It was a big pain in my ass. I had to do a lot of contacting Samsung to reading forms, and then I had to go and put my phone in developer mode, and then finally the update got pushed to me, and finally I was like, it's a significant update that I needed. It's a security patch update. It's important. You want to get these security patch updates so your phone is secured and protected, of course. And it's one update from Android 15, so I'm ready for the Android 15 update. So here you go. Reading my docket that I have for you guys. That's where I was. I was cleaning, doing things. So what's next for the channel? Same old. Rev Sauce Nation, we're doing this. We're like, I'm gonna be streaming 24 today. I ain't going to bed. I've slept way. I don't know what's wrong with my body. I've been wanting to sleep more than anything. Maybe it's because I'm recovering from all the week of jumping up on a roof, coming down off a roof, and stuff like that. So. Hope you're all doing well today. So hope everybody's doing well today. I'm a little off. I apologize. I'm a little off. Streaming, it's hard. Like, I forgot what it takes to stream. So, yeah. And especially when you're streaming in 9 different platforms at once. So, yeah, it's kind of a little bit jarring at times. Especially when you have to go over and get your chats fixed on other platforms. And then you have to go over and make sure things are working. So, over on those other platforms. So, anyway, moving along. Hope you're all doing well today. Hope everybody's doing something exciting on this beautiful Thursday. Another thing is I've been battling my bank over some Throne shit. If you guys know the donation site Throne, I got fucking ripped off. I'm going to put a donation link if you want to help out the channel. I would really appreciate it because I'm hurting at the moment, and I don't say this enough. I get people that tell me, I'll donate to your channel and all that. And it's like, okay, cool. I need your help. That's the thing. So if you guys want to help out the channel, I will have a donation thing going on. If you guys want to contribute, I would appreciate that. It all goes back towards my bills that I needed and things like that. I'm also, that donation too, if I can get enough of it, maybe I'll turn that into part of it into my bills and then part of it into PC. Because I need a new PC at this point, and it's becoming very apparent that this PC is starting to see better days. So if you guys want to help me out, that would be great. I'm shooting for a Mac Mini, or I'm shooting for a nice mini PC, something in the $600 range. I'm not looking to go and spend a lot of money. It wouldn't, you know, the donations would go to that and go to part of my bills. So there you go. Anyway, moving along, that's what's going on. I'll have a donation bar up later on today. It's the first time in a long while I've done a donation bar or something like that. Also, guys, I wanted to give you guys a little tip today because you guys know Rev's Tech Tips. Turn off your ad blocker on YouTube going forward. That goes out to everybody. Turn your ad blocker off. Hear me out why. Before, I don't like ads on YouTube. YouTube has put things in their algorithm on all Chromium browsers, including Opera, Opera GX, any Chromium browser. They updated their source code to a point to where if you run an ad blocker of any sort, YouTube will literally jack your RAM and jack your CPU resources. So just turn off the ad blocker. I don't know if there's a workaround for that. You may want to just go invest into the 2-month trial of YouTube Premium. But it is really, 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 really annoying. And I know people are going to be like, I hate ads. I hate ads. I get you. I feel you. But I stomach ads. And I think, you know, like, look, I know YouTube's the worst, but I stomach it on a lot of platforms, and I still watch my content. So it doesn't take me away from watching content. I get sites and things need to make their money. So anyway, moving along. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to start with some Fortnite today. I know a lot of you Fortnite. Oh my God. We're also going to be playing Ninja Gaiden. Maybe some Marvel Rivals. We're going to be playing a lot of story games. I may go and start playing Gears again. We may go back and through backwards compatibility play some Gears. Sunflower, hope you're having a great day. iPause, hope you're having a great day. Josh, I appreciate you for being here. Guys, WrestleMania, it's Royal Rumble weekend. We're going to be watching Royal Rumble up in the Discord. It's a big event on Saturday. We're going to be sitting all together. If you guys are into wrestling or you're just into chilling and vibing, we're going to be doing a big watch along party for Royal Rumble up in the Discord. So if you're a wrestling fan and you want to come by and hang out and shoot the shit and just be on the YouTube channel with me, hanging out and talking about wrestling, we're going to be doing it all day long in the Discord. So Saturday is your day. That's out to Josh, iPause, Sunflower. If you guys are into wrestling and you like WWE shit, that's what we're going to be doing today on Saturday. Saturday, I think, or Sunday. It's one of the two. But stay tuned on the Discord for that. We are back better than ever, baby. I'm not going away. I'm not retiring. Some people thought I was retiring over this last week. Once again, if I leave for 3 days, people like lose their mind. I appreciate you guys losing your mind, but guys, you can hit me up. If you're in my server that I co-run with Uwu, the legend, the one, guys, yo, thank you for that. Yo, Olivia, what's up, buddy? Thank you for that. If you're in the Discord of mine, oh, Lord. Anyway, moving along, we're going to play some Fortnite, so let's get into it today. Oh, shit. Let's make sure we're not doing solos. By the way, if you are a mainstay in my community and whatnot, feel free to reach out to me if you want to play some. Let me know in chat. I'll be playing this for a few hours today. And don't take it personal if I mention something. Yo, thank you for that, Josh. I appreciate it, homie. Shit. Yeah, that just happened. Hope you're all doing well. iPods, hope you're doing well. I haven't talked to you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome in on all sides. Yo, thanks for the follow, homie. How you doing, homie? Z1975. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. I appreciate it. I'm trying to stay away from Godzilla, most likely. Well, all platforms have their bots, I pause, honestly. All of them do. I mean, if you want to go there, there's a lot of advertisement and whatnot within the platforms, to be honest. Hopefully my mic sounds okay. I've been trying to play with it the last couple of days. When I've done videos, it sounds like I'm distorting sometimes, so I'm playing with that happy medium. I need to get an interface or a mixer eventually. So that's what I'm going to do eventually down the line. I'm going to get something. Somebody's shooting at me. Sorry, I had a notification on my phone. It was a Walmart notification. I got to go in and... Guys, be careful when you order from third party when it comes to Amazon. I'm having to teach my mom this because they rip you off. You guys are over on Kick and you are a mod over on my other platforms, please come on over. Definitely, I'll mod you up for sure. If you have a Kick account, I will definitely mod you up. If you're on mods on other platforms. What's up, Julio? Hope you're doing well, buddy. You're enjoying the day? Hell yeah, buddy. Yo, what's up, Envy? How you doing, buddy? Oops. Oops, why did I just do that? By the way, you guys coming in, I took some days off because I had to do some family shit. So, I had to do real life. I know some of you guys were really concerned about my well-being and shit like that. No. I was busy doing real life shit. Things have to get done in the house, unfortunately. Yep, that's what just happened. I turned around. And by the way, I'm doing well, so all of you know, I'm glad to be back doing the stuff, doing the things. I just had to go take care of, well, I had to go take care of my phone, actually, in fact, and fun fact. I have a grievance with Samsung, and I have a grievance with Verizon. So here it is. You ready for my tangent of the day? So here it is. Okay? And I'm going to give you guys my tangent of the day because I can. So to all my Android friends out there, okay? You cannot defend this. You just cannot defend this, okay? You ready? Why the fuck, okay, on an Android phone, why does the carrier get to decide when an update happens? You cannot excuse this. This is where Apple, to all my Apple friends out there, if you have an Apple phone, take a W, take a bow, all of it, because you don't have to deal with that. Imagine the carrier telling you when you can get an update. Imagine the carrier telling you, and you go to do what you're supposed to be doing. I need a security update. I'm gonna go to my settings like a good goober, like a good gooby goober, right? I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna press settings. I'm going to scroll up to where it says About Phone. I'm going to go over here to Software Update. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click like a good person and I'm going to click Check for New Updates because you know there's a new update coming, right? Right? You read the forums, you read the Reddit, you know what's happening. Samsung's doing Android 15, right? And you're like, I'm going to go get that security update beforehand so my phone's completely secured. Wrong, you ain't. 2 days later, finally, and I will say, this makes me want to have an iPhone hardcore in the faint. This makes me want to go back to iPhone so bad. I sat back and I spent 2 long days between Samsung and not even being a Verizon customer, okay? I had to go deal with Verizon to find out for somebody on Reddit, okay? I'm going to take my glasses off. You know I'm really getting serious. 2 days. And finally, on a Sunday, on Reddit, somebody goes, put your phone in developer mode. And go to the update setting and toggle it on. Turn it on. Why is that? Why do I have to go and turn on factory? Why do I need to go and do all this? Oh, why do I got to go do all that work? iPhone guys, my iPhone community in my own stream. Tell all the Android fans how easy it is to update a phone on Apple. Where you click software update and it comes up going, would you like to update your iPhone? Yes. Would you want to install now? Yes. Done. Lickety split, 3 seconds. There is no having to spend 48 hours to figure it out. So in my experience, I get told by everybody, right? Just factory unlock it or just factory reset. You'll fix the problem. No, they did not fix the problem. I factory wiped my phone 4 times. Went to do the update process 4 times. 7 times. No, I'll count it about 50 times. And it would fail. 500 error. Fail. So I'm thankful there was a Reddit post that laid out everything in layman's term, and I went, because I was just about to do with this phone. I was just about to Okay, I was just about to do with this phone is I was about to brute force the bootloader on this phone. I was about to force an unlock of my phone, completely unlock, to where it's already past its warranty. I'm not worried about that. I take the risk of bricking the phone at that point, right? I was about to just screw the Samsung One UI software altogether, screw the Verizon locks. I was about just to completely root this phone completely and be done with it. Jailbreak the phone altogether and be done with it. And it would have took me about 2 hours. Well, this is how shitty Verizon is in the States and how petty they are. You're not allowed to do that. They have, within the motherboard and within the chip itself, the bootloader is locked completely. Unless I brute force myself onto this phone and take the risk of losing my phone completely, which is not an option. I can't do that to myself. I will not do that to myself. And yes, I can use Odin and I can do all this work. And yes, it's a 50-50 risk, and I'm not willing to take the risk. I'd rather swallow my pride at that point. And jailbreaking is completely legal in the United States of America. You can jailbreak all day long. You could jailbreak your iPhone. But again, jailbreaking is kind of dead. What I mean rooting your phone, it means taking the bootloader. You could do this on any phone. Any phone that's not supported by Android anymore or getting software security updates. Let's say like you have a S19 or let's say an S20, right? And it's not being supported anymore. If you have the phone fully unlocked by the carrier, and you can, some bootloaders, like I believe T-Mobile, AT&T, and I believe Cricket and a few others, you can actually unlock the bootloader and actually go to custom ROMs on your phones. The reason you go to custom ROMs because you're getting more software updates. The reason I'm complaining because it was very eye-opening to me and it really irritated me to where like Verizon with their phones, they're not truly unlocking. Like, so when you pay off a phone with Verizon in the States, you're not fully away from Verizon. They semi-unlock your phone. So they unlock the signals to where you can go to any other carrier you choose from that is Verizon signals. So like Visible, like Mobile X, like Tuweeb, they will not allow you to go anywhere else but their carrier. They have, it's kind of like Sony in a lot of ways when it comes to the PlayStation, right? Where can you play their games outside of PlayStation? You're not playing them on Xbox. You're playing them on PC. And Sony was very, very much, you got to be in their ecosystem. So what did they just do recently? They opened up the floodgates. You don't have to sign into a PlayStation account anymore. They just went backwards and, not backwards, but they went totally in the opposite direction. They recanted everything. So when I tell you guys, when I straightly tell you guys straight up, right? I do not like when carriers shaft consumers. And I do not like when carriers promote on their terms of service, oh, hey, you could take our phone anywhere you like. No, you can't. Verizon's lying to you. It's a full scam. It's a lie. You cannot take your phone off of Verizon, unlock it, and go over to outside of a Pixel phone and outside of an iPhone. If you get it fully unlocked, it's fully unlocked. Samsung, Motorola, any of these carriers or any of these mobile phone providers, they have locked bootloaders for Verizon to where you have to be on a Verizon carrier because Verizon has made it to where it's impossible to move or unlock your phone or custom ROM your phone. It's unfortunate. And yes, because Verizon doesn't want you to leave their company or their ecosystem. That's why. So I tell you guys, when I say in my videos, buy a truly unlocked phone, I meant that. Pay out, like finance it through the phone manufacturer, Apple. Buy your phone refurbished. I have a lot of friends that went out and bought iPhone 11s, and it was the best thing that they could have done. Like right now, the best phone you can get right now on the iPhone side is the iPhone 13. Anything. Don't buy the mini. Just don't buy the mini, the bad battery life. But the iPhone Pro 13, the iPhone regular, go out and get those. The iPhone 11, reason I don't recommend those anymore is because software after this year, they're probably going to get one more software update after that point, and that's that. And then iPhone, if you have an iPhone 11, you're going to be probably wanting to go buy something new at that point. I would say iPhone 13, I would say 14 at that point. The cool part about Apple compared to Android, and I'm going to say, and this is not that debate that I'm having, it's just, I noticed when it comes to software, Android is just all over the freaking place. And I will give Apple their credit on simplistic. Like, there is no having to fumble around to figure it out. It's there for you. It's simple. And that's why I've always been part of the Apple ecosystem for 15 years now. 17, going on 17. I had their first iPhone. Every Android phone I've had has had issues or some type of limitation that I can't do. Yeah, yes, there is themes. Yes, you could do this. Yes, you could do that, and all this stuff. It's just frustrating when you're trying to do this one thing that you're trying to be a good noodle, and you're trying to, because you need these updates. Like, you do need security patches and updates, because the security patch here was to update their lost and stolen device stuff. Like, I want that, of course. But that's just my minor gripe of the day. So if you guys ever watch, that's my minor gripe. I was just complaining to complain. So that was my experience for 2 days. And Google Play has been a pain in the butt, but it comes to updates. Well, it's not a Google Play Store thing. It's just going into the phone. Anybody can go into your Android phone, right? Samsung does it different than other phones. You go into About Phone, you scroll down to Update, and click Check for Updates. Okay? And it should just work. But no, what you have to do is you have to go to Settings. You have to go into Developer Options. You have to click the software version 5 times or 7 times, and then so you have to go all the way up to auto update system. Because what Verizon has done with this phone is they set it for certain times during the day that it'll check for updates, which I've turned that off now. That feature is off. That is just, to me, that is ridiculously stupid. I will never do that. That's why I always tell you guys, be careful on the carrier you put your phone on. Be careful on what you put your stuff on, because especially like carriers, like, you should be, if you have an unlocked phone, save yourself a bunch of money. Don't go with Verizon. Don't go with T-Mobile. Don't go with, unless you're working for somebody and you're getting great discounts, sure. But if you are like, or you have a family and you're getting great discounts, sure, go with it. Sure, 100%. If you're getting a family plan and that's what you're on. But if you are just outside of that ecosystem, US Mobile, Visible, for instance, my phone, $25 a month, unlocked everything. I have a referral code. If you want to use it, your first month's bill is $5. Helps me help you, and you get unlimited hotspots. So if your internet takes a shit, all you gotta do is power up your phone. I was getting 16 up, 16 down, and I was able to play Xbox no problem with Verizon's Ultra 5G, Ultra bands, or whatever it is for 5G. So I just wanted to say that to you guys, because a lot of you don't realize, like, unlocked carriers is where you want to be. Now, I don't know what it's like for Canada or the UK. I'm assuming there's the same principle. There's the major carriers, and then there's the unlocked carriers. Now, a lot of people, like my aunt, just got screwed over by T-Mobile. She went and did that whole iPhone 16 on us shit. And I even turned around and said, you're a fool. You're a fool. You're better off. And she had an iPhone 15. She didn't even need to upgrade because she couldn't figure out her phone. She went to T-Mobile and traded it in for no reason. Like, if you have a current up-to-date phone, there is nothing different between the iPhone and the iPhone 16. That's the glorious part of Apple. And the fun fact is, if you guys want a fun fact, actually, in fact, the new Samsung phone, the Snapdragon Elite processor right now is literally it's literally 5% difference between it and the new A18 chip. So just let you guys know, like, Snapdragon is cutting it close when it comes to Apple. Like, those days that Apple's got that whole processing, everybody says Apple's great for processing power. Multi-core, not anymore. Actually, Samsung Snapdragon shits all over them in multi-core score. Actually, in fact. So when you start saying Apple's the best for gaming, not anymore, they ain't. Not anymore. That was proven when Asus came out with their phone with 14 gigs of RAM. Their phone, the only thing with Asus I don't like about them is they only give you 2 years of Android updates. That's the one thing I will give Apple credit. Apple at least supports you for 6 years. Where Android phone, it varies. Like, for instance, if you buy a Redmi or you buy a Red Magic, right? Red Magic and fuck Asus for this too, where like it's 2 to 3 years of updates and that's it. And it's like, no, you should be offering what Samsung's offering. You're making me pay $1,200 or finance it. I should be able to, you know, do the things. So that's my tangent of the day. You guys got it. Phones piss me off. Not piss me off. They just make me mad because a lot of them are all different, but I will give Apple their credit. And I give Apple credit. There's no like multiple stores. That's another thing with Android I don't like. Like Android, some Android manufacturers have multiple stores. Like for instance, there's the Samsung and then there's the Samsung store or the Galaxy store. And I can't stand that. It's like, then one wants to update with the other and you can't disable one store over the other. It's just let me choose. If I want to play the Play Store, sure. If I want to use the Galaxy Store, great. Let me choose. I should have my phone should be my phone. That's the one thing with Apple. Any Apple fan, anybody here that has an iPhone knows this. You get to choose. When you have your phone, that's why people get mad about Apple. Like, it's the walled garden. Well, let me be honest with you. I'd rather be in the walled garden and have choice than being spoon-fed 4 stores and told, oh, hey, by the way, on my Android phone, these 4 stores take up 2 gigs worth of information. I'm losing 2 gigs because Samsung has to make a deal with 5 other companies. Really? Meanwhile, on my iPhone... Who's that? Oh, it's our mail service. Okay. But that's my personal opinion. That's just me being me. I'm just giving you guys my thoughts. You guys come in here, I give you my guys' thoughts. If it sounds like I was loud or anything, I apologize. I know some of you don't come for my tangents, but you know, my tangent of the day is phones, man. Like, it's made me open my eyes really wide when it comes to phones. I will buy unlocked phones. And I will be preferably buying a Pixel or I'll be buying a Apple phone going forward. I've already decided my next phone will not be a Samsung. I like the S25 and I think it's great. And I think it's an amazing looking phone, but not on my list. My other choice would probably be the OnePlus something or nothing. It would be OnePlus, nothing, Pixel. I think that's going to be it for me because those are the 3 companies. Samsung, just this whole experience has turned me off to the idea of having their phones. And to me, it's like, I like the themes. I like the store. I like the One UI. I think it's great. But why all this bullshit? Why have 3 different stores to 3 different things? Why? And why if I download an app on the Play Store, it should update through the Play Store, not through the Galaxy Store. And I've had Pixels before. I had Nexus phones. Okay, before they were called Pixels, and they were great. It just worked. My last Pixel experience wasn't great, and unfortunately, This is when Pixels were still on the cheap. They were making them cheap. The 5A, the 5A was garbage and gross. It would literally, when I play Pokemon Unite, and anybody that remembers me playing Pokemon Unite on the phone, you remember when I used to do TrovoCast. I still have TrovoCast on this PC. But the phone would just overheat. It would just completely be gassed the minute it go. Like within the first 30 minutes of a play session, it was over. It was like, okay, maybe if I would have given it a chance, back then, maybe I bought a cradle or maybe one of those little cool off things that everybody keeps telling me. But no, even with this phone, playing Fortnite on this phone, let me be real with you guys, even play Fortnite with this phone, it gets hot and the performance is shitty. Yes, I know it has a Snapdragon 888 before Gen 1 came out, but well, like I said before, the things I find cool with this phone, and I'm a sucker for things, I find this really cool, okay? I ain't gonna deny, this is pretty freaking sweet. So, it wasn't, it was the phone itself. There was reports on, and even Google admitted that that phone did overheat. Like you could sit and you charge it and it would overheat. They had a major recall. Thank God I returned the phone the way I did. And then that's when I got my first iPhone, my first experience with iPhone SE. And that's when you guys remember I had the iPhone SE for a while. I loved my iPhone SE. But the Samsung, the issue with the Pixel 5a that I had, it would overheat even if it was on the charger. And that was a well-documented issue by Google themselves. They recalled the phone. They recalled a lot of different phones. Google did back then. So, and they issued me a refund because of it. So, then they fixed it with the 6 and the 7. So the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 6, they fixed those problems. So when you plug it in to charge, you don't have any of those problems. I believe the 6, the Pixel 6, and I believe the Pixel 7 started doing the hypervisor on the side, the little like the bar up on top. iPause has the phone. It probably has a little like candy bar on the top for cameras. They started doing it then. And then they fixed a lot of the battery problems. It was a battery defect issue with the overheating that they found out with the Pixel 5a and even the Pixel 5. They had problems with it back then. So now with this phone doesn't overheat. It just gets really warm to a point to where it's unbearable to touch. So this is how this phone works. So, and that's with any phone nowadays. Like, that's why we have things called backbones. That's why we have controllers that you put your phone like this, and then your controller sits underneath. Now, my phone doesn't overheat when I get warm when I'm watching videos. So my phone doesn't get warm when it does videos and stuff. I watch tons of hours of YouTube and Netflix and things like that on this phone. I don't have overheating. It's only when I'm playing video games where it gets absolutely obliterated with heat. But you got to remember, they're pushing a lot of pixels, and this is the first phone with the vapor chamber cooling. Like Samsung started doing vapor chamber cooling on their phones. Apple hasn't gotten to that point yet. Apple is working on that. Supposedly with the iPhone 16e or the new iPhone SE4, it's going to be running the new Apple modems and stuff like that. And things like that. So I'm excited about that. And if you're a big Apple fan, the iPhone 16e is going to be pretty worth it because it's going to have the dynamic island. It's going to have everything but the camera button. It's going to have the action button. It's going to have Apple Intelligence. It's going to have everything. So it's pretty much going to be a shaved down version of the iPhone 16. And it's going to have like a 6.2-inch display. But I'm jealous because my next phone will have a 6.9-inch display. I'll probably I like the iPhone 16e, but I want to keep it the bigger screen. I'm spoiled. Like, guys, when you have a bigger screen on a phone, you will understand you'll get it. 6.7 inch on this, and I'll tell you what, when I look at my mom's iPhone at 5.5 inches, I go, I just went, oh. Her iPhone 8 display is 5. I think it's like 5.5, and you could tell that it's like looking at small print on a phone. Like I'm used to big screens now. It's like I can't go back. You just can't convince me. Looking at a small phone, and also too, another thing is 120 hertz. Love me 120 hertz. It is the best thing since sliced bread. Can't change my mind. 120 hertz. If you charge and watch movies, it will heat up. It's not something you want to do on a mobile phone. Games are not even optimized for models and even damage your gamer's phone. It's all on the owner's device, not itself. Okay, so the Pixel 5, right? So the 5A and the 5, they had overheating problems from the get-go. They recalled their phones. So I'm speaking on from my experience. So, and I had an iPhone. So I've had the iPhone 13 mini for like 3 years. So plugging in my phone and watching content, I didn't have really any problems on the iPhone. But I wasn't really gaming on my phone like that. I'm just talking about 2 times that I've gamed on this phone. I know why I don't game on phones. And the reason I don't game on phones is because they get extremely warm, and I'm just a lazy. I just don't have money like that to invest like that to get a backbone or a cradle that sits like this. You put it in like this, and then you put a controller like that on it. I'm lazy. I just don't. And I honestly think it's the processor, because this is literally a 3-year-old processor at this point. And this processor was getting beat by Apple hardcore in the paint. I saw what mobile did to the brand new Samsung model. Is not, well, the Samsung 8 Elite is not, or Samsung, or blah, blah, blah. Let me say that better. The Snapdragon Elite processor is not prime time yet. It still needs a lot of optimizations and whatnot. But if you look in solid benchmarks and you look at everything for benchmarking, it kicks the shit out of Apple in multi-core. So, which I think that'll change. That'll change with the next iPhone chip that comes out. You know, like Snapdragon comes out at the beginning of the year. It's the hotness. Every phone uses it. And then Apple comes out and blows it out of the water. Then Snapdragon comes out with, I guarantee how this is going to play this year. The Snapdragon. It's not worth beating the phone just to game on the go. Well, you could get honestly, like nowadays, they have so many different coolers and different things you could plug into a phone now. It's not even funny. Like when I was looking at the iPhone, when I was looking at the Samsung Galaxy S FE, and even the Pixel, they have so many different cases that have coolers baked in. They have cradles. There's so many different things you can do now. And if you're looking to afford a phone at this point and stuff, Android is like literally the difference between an iPhone and an Android, and this is the truth when it comes to both companies. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hi from Sick Dreams. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hope you feel better. So real quickly, Androids depreciate their value more than an iPhone. That's a fact. This phone right now you can find for $100 right now. And the thing about Apple is if you have an iPhone 11, 12, well, 11, you have at least another 2 years, at least another solid 2 OS updates, at least. At least. Before that phone kicks the bucket with no more software updates. So if you are buying an iPhone, I would say your first iPhone experience should be an iPhone 12, at least minimum. Then I would say 13 and the 14. I wouldn't go any further because you don't need to go any further than an iPhone 14. At that point, you're pushing hairs technically in performance. Like The iPhone, I would say the A16 and the A17, you're splitting hairs at that point. Outside, if you need Apple Intelligence, I don't think Apple Intelligence is all that worth it. And right now, it's broken on iPhones. Two more iterations of software. So iOS 18 and 19, and then that's it. So like, for instance, my mom's phone doesn't even support the latest iPhone stuff anyway. She loves her phone. Every iPhone person, once it stops being updated or supported, I notice with every iPhone person, I noticed every iPhone person I notice just keeps rocking their phone even after it's not being supported. So there you go. I didn't know the devices get locked down from security updates. Yeah. So on the Android side, if you buy from a major carrier in the States, right? If you are an Android user, it depends on so how it works. So this is how Android works. Let's say I make a phone. Let's say I make a phone like this, right? I'll give you hypotheticals, right? And I decide to partner up with, I don't know, Verizon, and I get a major deal. Let's just put it hypothetically. This is but the fantasy booking, okay? We're fantasy booking. And so let's put it this way. So if I'm rocking this, it's up to the carriers at that point. So I release a software update. It's up to Verizon what they want. So every carrier is different. So that's why I tell you guys, don't buy anything locked. Never buy a locked phone to a carrier. Just don't. Biggest mistake you can make in your world. And some people are like, well, I get a deal over it. You're not really getting a deal. You're better off going straight to the manufacturer itself. Like, for instance, if you go to an Apple store, right? You're better off financing through Apple, through a firm or Shurion or whatever, than going through a mobile carrier, because the mobile carrier is going to charge you $300 within fees. They got to make their money somewhere, right? So if you go to T-Mobile, you're not getting an iPhone on us. You're paying over 24 months, and you're paying $300 more on top of that phone. On Apple, when you go through and you buy the unlocked phone, right, and you're financing, right, you're paying for that phone outright, but that's up to the company at that point. They're relying on a company like a Shurion or there's a whole bunch of them. When you go to see the financing options, they will tell you. And at that point, you're dealing with you're buying the phone, but then you're splitting it off into many different fees with another company. So Apple's just shifted it off to somebody else. They're outsourcing it to somebody else. So that $1,200 iPhone that you just bought that gets picked up by a firm or whatever, right? You get, hold on, I'll get to the comments here in a minute. So when that happens with a firm, you're paying an upcharge. You're paying that a firm upcharge because you get where I'm coming from. That's why you're better off just buying straight from the carrier. Or straight from the manufacturer, sorry. Hold on, let me get to your comments. Let me get to Envy. Yeah, iPhones are the best. It depends on your needs. Like I will never say this phone or that phone's better. It depends on your needs and what you're looking for. Some places, some people don't like Apple because it's locked down. And I understand that. Some people don't like simplicity. Some people like customization. So I understand. Then Android would be your best bet. Then you would want to be on a Pixel. If you want the Apple experience, but Android edition, you're going to want to be on Pixel. You're going to want to be someone on a Samsung. But for me, my Samsung experiences have always never been great. But I will say this Samsung experience, it's not because of the phone. It's because of Verizon. It's not Samsung's fault that makes this phone terrible. It's Verizon. And I will never buy an unlocked Verizon phone ever again. You can't convince me. I got a great deal on this phone though because my iPhone battery was garbage, but that's well documented about the iPhone 13 mini. The 13 mini and the 12 mini had shittier batteries compared to their constituents. I should have just bought the regular iPhone 13 and I still would have had an iPhone. Or the iPhone 13 Max. It's well documented that Apple undercutted the battery on the 13 mini, and it wasn't their fault. It wasn't the phone's fault. It's just Apple to make it as small as they could. They cut corners, and that's with any carrier. It's with any phone manufacturer. There's gonna be things that they're gonna cut, like for instance, the new Samsung Edge that they're working on, right? It's already been touted that they're removing their telephoto lens off the phone to make it smaller. And people are losing their mind and they're charging more for it because it's going to be the thinnest smartphone in the world for a slab phone. So, and they're putting a nitrate or silicone battery in it. One of the new ones where they could double stack a battery to get it to 1600 or 61 milliamp hours. So there you go. So how is your family doing? My family's doing great, Dream. I'm doing fantastic. I had to take care of business. So, and I'm dealing with banking issues and stuff, and I'm disputing things and getting things taken care of, So, world goes round and round in my life. Let's see. I still rock in mine in the past when it wasn't charging and the screen was glitching. Yeah, see, and that's another thing with iPhones. Something like if you have an iPhone for so long, like sometimes iPhones glitch out and stuff, man. Let's see here. iPhones are what I've been using for years. I'm not going to change. Yeah, if you like I tell people, if you're comfortable. When I made this change to Android, it wasn't because there was just no iPhone in the store. Like beggars can't be choosers when it comes to phones. I need just something to work, you know what I mean? So, when it comes down to it, I just need a phone. Brings me back to the iTouch days. The iTouch was great. Like, oh man, that brings me back. I remember my iTouch. I had the iTouch 1, 2, 3, 4. Love the iTouch. I also like the iPhone. I love the Nano too. Like guys, I was a big Nano, iPod Video, iPod Color. I was iPod everything. iPod Mini. Oh, bro, guys, I even have the Creative MP3 player, okay? If I could find it somewhere in my house, I will definitely do a throwback for you guys, man. It's a chunker boy. And let me tell you, I mowed lawns for every single iPod I ever bought. I have my original iPod box. I don't have the iPod anymore. I think I got rid of it a long time ago. Should have kept it. And they were expensive as all hell back in the day. Ain't we all glad that DJ... Yeah, I talked about that earlier. So, I talked about it earlier. I don't get into SA allegations or PO allegations. I just don't talk about those things, but that guy shouldn't have said what he said. He should know, like for me, that's why I don't play with children. On stream or not. Like, no. No. Because hear me out on this one. The reason I don't play, I'm 18 plus and everything, because you could be playing with a teenager, right? All right? And that teenager could say anything they want after the fact. Or you could be clipped. You have to really watch what you say and do. Like, I'm not willing to take that chance. I'm just not willing. And to that person, he should have thought better. Shouldn't have said what he said. I even was eye-open going, you're playing with a kid and you're saying that kind of shit? I wouldn't even say it to my adult friends, and you're saying that kind of shit? You deserve to be canceled. You just don't say that kind of shit, period. That's Dr. Disrespect levels. Like, you don't go down that far. I don't watch that kind of content. I'm not looking for it. So, like, yeah, I'm glad somebody's off the internet for using bullshit. But at the end of the day, like, Twitch and other places got to protect children better. That's just a fact. And honestly, he shouldn't even gone to that fourth wall. It shouldn't even been a thing. You're an adult. You should know fucking better. You shouldn't be talking about holy for holies and things like that with children. That's ridiculous to me. You're an idiot. Like, you should all know better. You should know the temperature in the goddamn fucking room. Sorry for my language, but you should know the temperature in the room. If I'm playing with my cousin's kids, I'm not turning around and talking sex jokes and shit. Like, that's not me. Like, know your temperature. When, know what you're saying when you're saying it when you're on stream or off stream. You know what I mean? Like, society's got to do better. There's some fucking bad actors in the world, and then you got to do better. That DJ guy needs to do better. And he deserves to be canceled. He needs to seek therapy. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go seek therapy. There's more than meets the eye. And I don't care how much that, I watched it through Locale Live, but there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. You're 40-something years old and you're acting like that. Who talks like that, too? Like, you don't talk like that. Like, like, I may talk to the homies. We may see some shit off our mouths as joking wise because I know how far to take it, but you don't do that in front of children or teenagers or whoever. You just don't. Have some etiquette. Know who you're talking to. And also, too, like, if you're playing with teenagers or whatever, right, on video games, which I try to avoid with the Plague because I don't want to get in trouble. And if you run into a teenager, be respectful. Just be nice. You don't have to add extra. And if you know you're going to curse, mute yourself. Mute yourself. Simple as that. Well, that's why you don't see me. That's why you see me have an 18 plus policy in my streams. That's why when, you see a teenager in my stream, they get banned immediately. Unless it's my cousin's kids. My cousin's kids watch my stuff. I have friends that have children that watch my stuff, but they're being monitored. There's a difference. They're being monitored by parents. And yes, I know I'm a foul mouth. Yeah, I know I say some shit, but I go around anybody that I know that has children, and I warn those people, don't come by my stream. If you have a strict policy with your kids, don't come by my stream. That's okay. It's okay. If they want to be a fan, buy my merch. Buy my merch. Hang out and buy my merch. You know what I mean? We'll talk offhand. But don't come by my stream because I'm a foul mouth. I don't need kids. I don't need kids emulating me. You know what I mean? Just buy my merch. If you like who I am, my cousin's kids, I tell them all the time, they know what they're getting themselves into the minute I'm here, right? I talk about raunchy topics. I'm on fire. You know what I mean? But if they feel a certain way, buy my merch. If you want to support my content, but you're not allowed to come here, then buy my merch. Support me. Donate. You know what I mean? I got a donation bar coming up here because I need some help this month, but and I would really appreciate it. I don't put it up enough. I'm trying to get a computer, and I'm also trying to get some bills taken care of, and I would appreciate anybody upon anything. So eventually we'll have that bar up. I think it's gonna be like 100. I think I'm gonna put 500 on the board, but it may be smaller than that. Who knows? But anyway, again, like I said before, people are people, and people are gonna do some weird shit on the internet, and it's just a fact. Can't control what the internet does. All I can control is what I do. But I tell this story all the time. Now, I also want to say something else too in my stream, right? The last 24 hours has been extreme. I know there's it's been extreme, and I'm not gonna I'm not about political stuff. It's sad what happened with that whole collision with the helicopter and that. It is sad. I'm praying for the people that lost their lives, all that stuff, man. That shit is gnarly, and I couldn't imagine the devastation. I mean, professional ice skaters died, and it's just it's fucking wild. And I wish everybody all the best. And we can't buy a break in 2025 so far, so you know. And two, I just feel like certain people could handle it a lot better, and I thought it was very unprofessional. By officials of our government. I thought it was very unprofessional how it's being handled, but that's my personal opinion, and I'll leave it there. I don't get into politics and things like that, but I will say that it was just a little bit unprofessional in my eyes how everybody's handling it. And yes, somebody in my house watches the local news and stuff, so I can't help but not see it. I try not to focus on real news and politics shit. I don't. But somebody in this house is really about it. They say they aren't, but they are. And I try to stay away from it as much as I can because a lot of it makes me not too happy as an individual. And it makes me very concerned. And yeah, I end up turning it off. I ended up watching my local news when I can here and there. Or I read what's going around my city because I just can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. Because it's the same playbook from 2016. It's nothing different. So there's no point of listening to it again. But I've been following my local news. I know my governor, or not my governor, we had a lot of rain here, so the fires are gone now at this point. We're worried about mudslides, and there was some misinformation going around online that my mayor was holding people back. Or not my mayor, but the LA mayor, Kara Bassett, was literally, or Bassett, was holding back the people from getting the house. No, she wasn't. That was made up malarkey. That wasn't true. That is a lie. I live here in California. That was a lie. That's bullshit. That wasn't even true. That was made up by the media, which is sad. She was basically saying she can't allow people to go back into the rubble because of radiation and batteries and smoke and inhalation and things like that. They have to clear all that land to be safe for human beings to go in there. You don't want people getting sick. Then you don't want more lawsuits. There's already lawsuits going on about Edison and what they did. You don't need people dropping dead trying to find their belongings in their house. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, that was way blown out of proportion. And yeah, and another thing that's being blown out of proportion, we're going to be our own country, supposedly. That's not true. That was made up by the media once again. I can tell you this, that's not true. It is not true. Everything is fine in California. I don't know why everybody's making it out to be bigger than Earth, like Scorch Earth. It's not Scorch Earth. Our governor just doesn't like our current president. They've never liked each other. They hate each other, actually. In fact, they wouldn't even, when they were trying to handshake, it was kind of like a stare down, like a John Cena versus a CM Punk kind of deal. They don't like each other. They hate each other. I think my governor would want that guy to go fall off a cliff, to be honest with you. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, Envy, with that one. Well, I don't get into the whole other stuff of that. Yeah, I don't get into all that crap that's going on with the whole stuff. I'm just speaking on where my governor stands and where I'm just speaking on my governor stuff. My governor and the incumbent president don't like each other, or the current president. They don't like each other. They've never liked each other. It's well documented. Yeah, I didn't speak on the. I'm not speaking on the helicopter and that. I just said it's sad to see what happened, and the people that lost their lives. It's unfortunate. Like I said, it's very unfortunate. People lost their lives, and my personal thoughts go out to it. I didn't add anything extra about the fires and stuff. I live here, so I could speak on it. My governor and also my governor has not been truly like. He's been a little wishy-washy, and I will even say that I'm not defending him because I kind of had to turn my head a few times when he speaks. But the LA mayor on the matter. I agree with her. Like you don't want to put people in health risk problems, and there's protocols and things that you got to follow to and abide to. You cannot have people go into it when there's batteries still in the air, and you know there is a right way to do things, and I agree with her with that. There is right ways to do it. And I agree people should be able to go see their homes, but safely. And they're now bringing people in slowly. They're doing it in numbers. They're bringing people in my, it's not, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest with each and every one of you. It's going to take 4 or 5 years for that shit to get fixed. It's not just, everybody keeps saying, oh, it's going to happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. I have friends that are in it, and their insurance, they have to, yo, thank you for that. Oh, I never stated, by the way, when it comes to that helicopter, I never stated it's on anybody. I just said it was sad what happened. We're doing good. The only thing they were worried about is mudslides. That was the other thing. What people didn't realize, those hillsides and whatnot, the mudslides would be next. Thank God those didn't happen. And I'm very truly blessed. I'm very, very happy and honestly blessed that those people didn't get any more devastation. Oh shit. Oh. And no, I live here full on when it comes to Karen Bass and also Aiken. My mayor is called Aiken, so her fight right now is she's fighting with Artie Moreno at the moment. Good thing I will live in Nashville from the outsider's perspective. It's just a mess in Cal. Well, okay, so to be honest with you, and this goes out with 4 other states, we haven't had any rain. Like, I think most people are forgetting that California, we've been under drought conditions. That could have happened any which way. I'm gonna say it how my mom said it to me. She said something God. It's an act of God, basically, how my mom put it to me. What means that it's just it could have happened anytime and anywhere, to be honest with you. And it could have just happened anytime, anywhere. Could have been in the summer. I'm now dreading summer. What's gonna happen in summertime? I don't watch Dark Side of the Ring, unfortunately. And by the way, if you guys disagree with me, it's okay. I understand. I understand. Like, we can all agree to disagree on things. Like I said, I live here, and I will be honest, my state is stupid. I will admit this to you. My state is really stupid. And I don't agree with everything with my governor. Real talk, I don't agree with everything with my governor or the mayor of LA. I don't agree with everything, but I agree on safety and air quality. Sure, I agree. Like, let the people, let the people come in when it's safe. And that's what they've been doing. They've been doing it in slow waves. War, most likely. I don't know. I can't speak on. Like my mom today was asking me like, "Oh, did you see the?" And I'm like, I turn off all the stuff, man. I'm playing video games. I'm in my own world. Like that's what I've been doing lately. I've been in my own little world, to be honest with you. I'm focusing on putting food on my table more than I am caring about what real news and what's happening in the world of things, man. I'm in the fast lane. I'm more caring about putting food on my table than anything, you know? I'm caring about wrestling. I'm caring about egg prices. I'm caring more about that kind of stuff. Hello? Hang on, guys. Give me a minute. Hang on. Give me a minute. I gotta back out for a second here. Sorry, guys, I was busy. Sorry, I got stopped what I was doing because, you know, family stuff. My bad. Aaron, my brother noticed. I have no idea what's going on. I noticed, brother. Chat not working? Hang on. Is my chat not working? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was eating a sandwich. Whoa. Whoa, hey, bug. What does this guy say? No, I had to go answer important business. Sorry. Used to. I used to play Diablo. By the way, guys, don't come into my stream and do that kind of stuff either. Like, don't. Okay, look, this bug's gotta go. Fucking that. I went to go take care of my stuff. I was getting yelled at. So if you guys live at home, if you don't know, you get yelled at. Oh, and I need to turn my That's why. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. You play Diablo? Yeah, I used to. Diablo 3? I've played a little bit of Diablo 4 on the Xbox. I have. I've also played, I need to go, so here, I'll give you guys a little tour of what's coming next to my channel. It's not just Fortnite all the time. Here, I'll show you guys what's going to be happening here on the channel going forward. Ooh, why am I, oh my god, why am I watching this? Oh. Yo, no, yeah, no, I ain't, I don't need surgery, I don't need to see people reacting to surgeries. Oh. Oh. No. 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 Oh. No. No. I just, no, 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 no. Fucks with me. No. So here's some of the games that we're gonna be playing as we come full circle, so you guys know. Like I said, college football, I'm gonna remove that because it's end of season. There's no need to have that. I can free some space. Call of Duty, yes, we're gonna go back and we're gonna play that. We're gonna finish the campaign because I want to run it back. I didn't finish the campaign on PS4, so we're gonna run it back. Borderlands 3, that's still going to be me and Icon. And if anybody has Borderlands 3, feel free to come join us. Hop on in. We're going to play that. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, we're going to play that. That's the remastered version. We're going to play that. We're going to get ready for Ninja Gaiden this year. I'm excited for Ninja Gaiden. Marvel Rivals, we're going to get back into playing that. I was playing it the other day before I left to take a break to finish house stuff. Road Company, we're going to get back into playing some Road. We're going to play some Valorant up in this channel too. I haven't played the Xbox side of it yet. I'll be back. Take care. All right, buddy. Hold on. I had to put him in timeout because he was asking weird questions. It's okay. It's all good. Feel free. Apex, we're gonna run it back on Apex. How many gigs do I have on my PlayStation or Xbox? Let's see here. For sure we're gonna play Indiana Jones. That's for sure. We're gonna run through Indiana Jones. Black Ops 6, we're gonna play Black Ops 6. We're gonna play the campaign. We're gonna play Ninja Gaiden for sure. It's hard. Rainbow Six Siege is dying across platforms, so this new Cyber Elite game, I don't know if it's new or not. Maybe we'll go through that. Gaiathic, I used to play that. Let's see here. There's a whole bunch of games I want to play, to be honest with you. One in particular that I want to download real fast, so we can have a blast of the past. GoldenEye has been on PlayStation or Xbox for a minute, so Ninja Gaiden 2, but I'm gonna play the new one, the remastered. Let's see. There's so many games on the Game Pass. There's 5 updates. What are the 5 updates right now? Call of Duty. Okay, fine. Update all. It's been a minute since I've update all. Okay. Let's see here. The one I was looking for is this. Here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna run it back. Oh, they have the bundle. They have the triple bundle right now. $59.99. Okay, no. Hold on a second. I thought they had the older Gears of War. Oh, they do. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna play. Yeah, I can play with Game Pass. What? It should be in the Game Pass. Oh, Season Pass. Oh, no. I just want to... I own the games. What? Yeah, that made no sense. Yeah, I own Gears. I own all 3 of them. I bought them on Xbox. I'm gonna run back. Okay, Bug, get away from me. In my peripheral vision. Good lord. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play. I'm gonna run it back on Gear. I think we're just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna run it back on Gears. I like Gears 3, so we may run it back on Gears. I'm deciding we're gonna do that. Gears of War 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. One of my favorite games of all time. I have a lot of fucking memories on this game. You may see me cry again. That game is so sad, it's not even funny. And I like Gears 2, so we're gonna load up, I'll run it back with Gears 3. I like Gears 3, we'll run it back. GTA 5, that's another game that I do, Genshin Impact's another one that I need to run back to. Let's see here. So, and then Gears 5. I need to run back Gears 5 for the 10th time. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Okay. Yes, guys, I downloaded almost 300 megabytes because I have 300 over 300. Yes, I used to have fiber, so if you guys know, I had fiber. I still have fiber. My modem's right here. We just don't do gigabit. It's too expensive. Gigabit for AT&T is literally $90 a month or $80. Okay, Bug, look, I'm about to get a spray bottle and spray you. Like, for real. Fucking Nat, stay away from me. So, but I am chewing through some game. Fuck. Got his ass. Yeah, hopefully, Envy, that answered the question. By the way, 22 gigs of an update is insane. Oh, and by the way, guys, yes, I have fast internet. 300 over 300 is pretty much better than most people's internet in the world. And I only pay 35? I think it's 35 or 40 a month. Anyway, if you guys were coming in and wondering where the hell I was talking to a new gardening service. We don't have we have too many bushes and trees, and my mom wants to get some things done with the lawn because some of the places are dying, and she's up there in age and she doesn't want to, like, I used to mow it when I first moved back in. I used to mow it. Unfortunately, she didn't like the fact that I was mowing it and not mowing it consistently, so she just took it out of my hands, just like the pool. So yeah, she hired a service for it. She fired the old service because they weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. And when you pay a lot of money for service, you expect things to be done a certain way, and I can't blame her for that. So she fired said person and stuff like that. So anyway, all right, so we're downloading games. That's what we're doing. Indiana Jones is going to be one that I'm going to be playing hardcore in the paint eventually one of these days when we get around to it. I'm probably going to move over to Halo. Then probably after that, we'll probably move. Inflamed. That's funny. They met up at a micro. So the story goes, Micro Center. Jay's 2 Cents and a whole bunch of people were doing videos over there at my local Tustin. Yeah, I wish I was there for it because they just released the 5090 today, and some guy got the 5090 earlier this morning because they did an early launch for it, and Jay's 2 Cents signed the box or did a signing of the box and whatnot, and the guy went and sold it the next minute on eBay or somewhere. All right, no, Facebook Marketplace. It's really shitty. Like, the guy wasn't there for the card, he was there for the money, and then he scalped it too on purpose, and he got $5,200 for it. Yeah, the guy got $5,800 for it. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. I appreciate that, buddy. Up, Warden. What's going on in my chat? Hold on. My chat's not updating for some weird reason. What is going on? Did somebody get banned? Somebody in my chat somewhere? Oh, I had to ban a bot. Oh, okay. Okay. All Gucci then. Yeah, MV, I play Diablo. I do. Yo, thank you for that, buddy. Yeah, I do play Diablo. I do, I do. I just got back to sitting on the stream chair and all that stuff. So give me time to figure out my list of games and what I'm gonna do going forward. Because I'm still doing the wrestling thing. I got to figure that out. I got to figure out the podcast of mine, the Rev and Mile High show. If you guys know what that is, we have a YouTube channel, and then I also have it on the first episode. I kind of fell asleep late night, and I forgot that we had a show, and I haven't heard from Brady in a minute or Mile High in a minute, so I don't know the future of that show. I may just bring in guests every week and interview guests every week, or kind of do here and there. I was thinking maybe and no, you do not have to be on a webcam for the show to work. I was thinking about maybe asking you, Icon, if you wanted to be part of, maybe do a week show with me where we could talk wrestling and some tech stuff, and just have a blast. It's the art of conversation. I'm going to be going around, and maybe I'll ask iPause if she is still in the chat and whatnot, if you wanted to be part of the show, just for fun. It's not, just for now. I'm going to do a mixed bag of mixing around things while he's gone, so at least we have episodes, because I don't want that to go to shit. So I may do guest, fill-in guest, or what I may do is just call it the Rev Show. I don't know. I'm kind of, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because it's kind of hard. He's not been around, and it's been weeks now. So I don't know if he got busy with life, work. He hasn't responded to my messages. Brady always goes through his 50 Shades of mental health too, so I don't see him for a while. So I know when he gets busy with work and shit, it's kind of like I don't hear from him for a while. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So I'll probably text him at some point today and see what's going on. But I'm probably just going to get a guest for now and just do a carousel of guests for now on the show. And then on the wrestling show stuff, on the wrestling front, we're doing wrestling stuff all week long. I already did my predictions for Royal Rumble already within my Raw show and within AEW, so my AEW reviews. So you guys got that. You also got my thoughts on Microsoft going away from exclusive games, possibly seeing Starfield on PlayStation and on Nintendo Switch 2, because I know Call of Duty's coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. It's supposed to be a launch game. Same with Halo. Master Chief Collection is supposed to be on Nintendo Switch, actually, too, when it launches. So I'm excited for the Switch 2. It's just the Switch 2 screen I'm just not happy about. I think that's, look, you're making a modern design and you can't even put a modern design screen into it. You got to cut costs that way, Nintendo. Like, anywhere else I would be fine with, but screen, no, and I'm not cool with that. Unless it's a really nice 1440p display and we're thinking different. Well, we'll see in February, because they got an announcement for it. They got a Nintendo Direct next month, so we'll see. I'm kind of excited about it. We'll see what we do. Yeah, but a lot of people like to play it on a lot of people like to play it in non-dock mode. Also, most people I know love it in non-dock mode. I mean, I'm okay if it's a 720p, 60 FPS, screen. I don't mind that. But if it's like not gonna be that great, then I mean, that was my only complaint when I talked about it. Well, the original Nintendo Switch LCD model, you would blow on it, it would scratch. Unfortunately. We'll see. Hopefully we're not paying a high price, because supposedly the rumor price is $500, $600. I'm hoping not. Because that'll just price me out of a Nintendo Switch 2. I won't buy a Nintendo Switch 2. I'll wait for a refurbished version. I'll wait for the refurbishing to happen. $600 is $600. It's like AMD lost their goddamn mind when they were thinking about going $900 for their their high-end shit. Their entry level, they were talking about going $900. I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no. For a 9700 XT, you're thinking about going that price? But then they turned around because they believed in all those rumors and everything that Nvidia was doing with the prices. I'm not buying a 5000 series card. I already told you guys, if I ever buy a new computer, it'll probably be something with AMD in it or Intel. Graphics card wise. Yeah, I'm not about that Nvidia stuff. They're not even giving you upgrades. They're giving you minor upgrades. They're not minor. We're talking 10%. That's nothing. They showed the 5080 benchmarks on the 5080 are garbage. I've already seen it. It's no advancement at all. It's sad. Outside the RAM and all that, the performance ain't there. The 4080 Ti shits all over it. It's really interesting from what I saw in reviews. I'm happy that Nintendo went to an 8-inch display though. I think they needed to be there. I think with everybody else being at 8-inch displays, I think it's perfect. I'm all for LCD display, but if it's garbage, then no. And I don't like the big chunk boy bezels. The Steam Deck doesn't have that, and the Ally don't. And I also agree with everybody else. It was kind of lukewarm anyway. The announcement was lukewarm. I'm excited, but I was kind of lukewarm too at the same time. So we'll see. We'll see what Nintendo does. I just want them to have 1080p 60. That's all I care about. 1080p 60. They said it's supposed to be Xbox Series S levels. So if that's the case, then it's going to be perfectly fine. Because the Xbox Series S does 1080p 60, no problem. At higher resolutions, it struggles. And as you guys heard earlier, that's my chaos in my house. As you guys heard me go through my French doors, out my French doors, yeah, that's my house for you. My mom has services and stuff that she pays for. And plus they do a lot more than just doing the yard. They do the sprinkler system. We have a sprinkler system in this house. My mom has like these high-tech sprinklers that she likes. The new gardener wants to put in a smart sprinkler system. Or a smart box for sprinklers. Holy shit, I didn't even know they had a smart box for sprinklers. The more you know. The more you fucking know. I appreciate it, Icon. Thank you for that, dude, with the bot stuff. I appreciate that. Thanks for the shout out too. Make sure to check out Allergetic Angel if you haven't. Guys, remember, I'm going to be a little rusty. I haven't streamed in a week, so bear with me. It's been a minute. I have just been rusty. And I know you guys don't come here for Fortnite. I know that some of you are like, Rev, I don't come for Fortnite. I get it. I get it. I gotta text real quickly. I gotta do a quick text to Gardner. By the way, I've also been trying this new stuff on my skin. It's been great. Also, to you guys, later on this year, I've been working out a little bit too. So I've lost about 12, give or take about 11 or 12 pounds. So I'm going to be going on this new weight loss stuff, not Wegovy or anything like that. There's a new one out that does both what Wegovy, but it doesn't have the effects. So I'm looking into it. I'm doing all my research into it before I even remotely go into it. But I am going to look into something as well. It's like my hot shot. It's the same thing. It's a little prink in the leg. It's no biggie to me. But I'm looking into it. I've been in talks with my doctor for a minute. I've been thinking about it. I've been kind of playing it off. Like if I can get a little assistance on top of what I'm doing, on top of all the meds that I'm on, I mean, no biggie to me. No harm, no sweat, no foul to me. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh, you know, Rev, weren't you against it? And I'm like, not really. I just didn't want to take a shortcut. That was just me, but I'm realizing I'm going to need more help than it's worth. And I know working out, and even with me kind of, I'm not losing it like I want. So, and then two, I have high cholesterol and shit. If that can help for that too, then I'm good there. So that's why I would be taking that kind of stuff. But I'm looking at one that does a little bit of Ozempic and a little bit of Wegovy. It has both TG1 and TG2, I think it is. That's it actually is way better, and it doesn't have all the extra side effects and all that shit. Oh, I'm just looking at that. So, yes, sir. Also, another thing I want to make very clear. What I do is what I do, and what you guys do, what you do with your body. You know what I mean? If I want to go do that for my body, that's my business. Like, it's my business. I know the risk. And also the same with therapy. Oh, okay, I got you, bud. Oh, shit. You are all good. Is that path to X? I don't know what you're even saying. Oh, okay. I got you. And also, guys, too, like, I'm going to therapy and all that, too. Like, I know what I'm doing. I've had a few of you tell me, oh, well, and I'm like, I get it. My trauma is my trauma. I get it. I get it. My trauma is my trauma, and my life's my life. Whoa! Thank you for the raid. That scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. Holy shit. And hopefully I just did not get flagged for that on YouTube. Holy shit. Watch the copyright happen. Watch it happen. Yo, Cynthia, thank you for that. Yo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, buddy. I can't see small print. Thank you for that, bud. Hope everybody's doing well for Cynthia stream. My name's Rev Sauce. Just been busy with life. Busy with life, therapy, you name it. Doing the things. Well, this week busy more up on top of my roof. Cleaning out piping and things like that. Because I didn't want to pay for a service to do it. I'd rather do it myself. And yes, I hate heights. All right, buddy. Sounds good. Have a good dinner. Oh, if you guys are new, I've been doing the 50 Shades of going through health stuff and therapy and the whole nine. So there you go. That's where the hell I've been. Oh yeah, and I've been on this whole chicken sandwich kind of deal. Like I can't get enough of chicken sandwiches, okay? I'm weird. Like I've lost weight just by eating chicken sandwiches. That's a fact. Like any type of chicken sandwich, you name it. Chicken salad, not chicken salad. I also like chicken salad too. Chicken salad's bomb though. But chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich with a toasted bun. Chicken sandwich with honey mustard. Chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and bacon. Chicken sandwich with Korean barbecue sauce. No, it's just because I like chicken sandwiches. We get the bag of chicken sandwiches. So like we get the frozen bag of chicken. It's oh god, it's so good. And you put it in the deep fryer. It's so good. Like I go through phases in this house. So here's the phases I go through. I go through a phase in my house to where 1 minute I'm having chicken sandwiches, the next minute I'm having just regular ham sandwiches. Then the next minute I'm going through like soup fetish, like it's coming out of style. I'm weird. And then the next minute I'm eating just chili for like a month. Like as I've gotten older, like I am the most weirdest person on the earth. Like I am like I don't eat much nowadays anymore. So like, yeah, I look like I've lost weight. I've lost about 11 or 12, but me and my doctor are in talks about doing the whole there is the new one that's out that I was waiting for the technology to get there. You're welcome for the shout out. So me and my doctor have been in talks about because I feel that I'm not losing the weight that I want slowly, and with my cholesterol and everything, it helps with everything. We're looking at doing the hybrid of Wegovy and Ozempic, one of the two. Not one of the two. It's a new one that's out that has a little bit of both in it, so it does a lot of different things. So we're looking into it. I've read into it. I've looked into it. There's pros and cons to everything. I'm weighing all my options and looking at things. And yeah, and I'm all for it if it, this new one, I'm all for it. If if I can get the meds for it and all that, I'm all for it. And yes, I'm still going to be putting this is not a fix-all. I'm going to tell you, a lot of people that go on these kind of things, they're looking for a fix-all, laziness, fix-all. No, I'm still going to work out with it. It's just to it's just to speed up the process for me a little bit and help me out a little bit with other things. If I don't have to take as many meds for cholesterol and things like that, I'm going to do it. And yes, I eat a lot of fatty foods. My cholesterol is because that's on me. That's completely on me. My cholesterol is all on me. I fucked up. I loved red meat, okay? I'm not going to deny that. I like my red meat and my stuff. I'm temporarily on stuff just to get my cholesterol down. That's all that's about. Because I like fatty things. And we've kind of gotten away from red meats and things like that a little bit. I don't eat it as much anymore because it don't make me feel so good like I used to be. But I still eat. I will have a steak here and there though. But I'm very much now looking at like my diets and stuff like that. So yeah. And some of it can affect your mental health too. So it's like I'm constantly looking at different things now, and I'm constantly doing different things. Like, for instance, I don't really drink soda very much anymore. Like, I may have one here and there, but I don't drink soda like that. That's another thing, too, that I have one here and there now. It's not like... It's more of a treat than it is an actual... Like, I drink soda here and there. I mean... I've kind of cut back on the energy drinks because they're expensive. And especially hearing about the fake sugar now. With the Ghost Energy and things like that. I kind of toned that shit down a little bit. I don't drink one as... I will drink the good ones that don't have the fake sugar in it. That are like green tea and things like that. But I won't touch the ones that are like... I can't say that. I won't pass a nice, good Ghost Energy drink every once in a while. But I make sure to drink tons of water behind it. Because of the just because it says 0 calories on the goddamn thing doesn't mean shit. But I don't drink coffee, though. Like, I do. I'll take that back. I drink coffee, yes. But I don't... It doesn't give me the pleasure like it used to. I have to have my caffeine. That will never change. I will go to my grave on caffeine, okay? I have to live on caffeine. Because if I don't, I'm falling asleep. I'm all over the place. I stomach drinking coffee. Like, I stomach it because it tastes like shit to me. Ever since I quit smoking years ago, it just doesn't taste good. It tastes like shit. And tea doesn't do it for me either. It has to be a fuck ton of caffeine for me to be up in the roof. Like today, this is the only cup of coffee I've had. And I put a little bit of chocolate, a little chocolate in it just to give it a little bit of an oomph to it. But welcome in everybody for Cynthia's stream. My name is Rev Sauce. Cynthia was watching some doctor thing that was grossing me out. Because I've had surgery before on my arm, on my wrist. That shit fucking scares the shit out of me. I'm like, oh God, oh, no. Like I had to turn my head for a second. I was like, hell no. No. I'm very like, okay, so I'm a pussy when it comes to seeing blood and shit. All right, I just am. Like when my dogs were giving birth, I couldn't. I couldn't. I just couldn't. Like, no. I was like, you just know, like the sight of blood and shit. It's like, no, no. You want to watch Rev Sauce pass the fuck out? Yeah. Just look, the Rev will just pass the fuck out. Yeah, it's funny is I can watch. Oh God, Godzilla, hi. Like I can watch horror movies with tons of blood, and I can watch Aliens. I can watch like Hannibal Lecter shit. Watching it real done on TV, sometimes I'm just like, oh God. Oh no, it's when it's real life, like when it's around me, like the smell. Like when dogs are birthing or blood in real life, I'll fucking pass the fuck out. If it's in front of me, if I could smell it and it's in front of me, that's different. Maybe it's because of my trauma in my life, being in many car accidents and things like that. Maybe that's why. Or breaking bones. Maybe. Man, the weather has been cold. I'm gonna tell you guys, like, here in the States, it's been fucking cold. Not like the East Coast cold, but it's been cold. Like, I'll put it this way. We're finally getting into the 70s, finally. Like, real talk. So I wore my latex the other day, and I was like, this shit is cold. Well, actually, no, I took that back. it was freezing. Like, it was like 29 degrees here, Fahrenheit. I think it was like 31. And I gotta be honest, it was the reverse. I thought latex was gonna be fun. I thought I was gonna be cold as fuck. I was like, can I fit in my latex still? And I was like, okay, took it out of the drawer. I did all the shit. I took it out of the bag. I did all this shit. Put it on. Put my Sailor Moon gear on. And I was like, actually, this shit's actually kind of warm. Not gonna lie. And then I stepped outside and I went, oh, fuck that. I was like, fuck that. This shit is cold. I had to go put a jacket on, man. Oh my God. Like, no way. I was like, this shit's cold. Ah, man. Everybody asks me why I don't wear latex during the winter. I just don't. And during the summer, I don't, because it's even worse. Like, during the summer, it's pretty bad. Especially here in California when the weather's really bad. Like, latex is non-breathable. It sticks to you. So when it's warm, you fucking feel everything. Like, your sweat has sweat. Like, people ask me all the time, like, why you don't wear your latex off? And I'm like, well, let me answer that for you. When it's cold, you feel it. When you're hot, when it's hot outside, your latex becomes like a swimming pool. How can I explain it? Like, you just went into the shower, and then you put your latex on, and then it's like you just came out of the shower. Let's put it that way. Latex is great during the summer if you're wanting to lose weight. Just putting it that way. If you want to sweat your ass off and drip, and drip, drip, drip. Oh, yeah. For sure. That's why I like wearing latex during the summer, because all you do is sweat. Especially in your hot climates, it's great. But then you run the risk and you got to drink more water. You got to drink a lot of water because you're depleting, when you're sweating like a shit ton, you're depleting. So you want to stay as hydrated as fuck as you can. I've been in situations where I've wore latex before and it's hot and you get really dehydrated real quick. You think you're having fun like at a Comic-Con or a convention, and I've wore latex at a convention, and when you're dancing and moving, and especially in hot climate, you'll find out real quick latex is unforgiving. Your body's supposed to be breathing, and when your body doesn't breathe, you got to compensate with drinking tons of water behind it. If you don't, you're fucked, because you can get really dehydrated real quick. Latex is like a second skin. It covers your skin. It sticks to you too. That's the thing that most people like about latex, because it sticks, and the material's nice too. So there's that. I'll shut my mouth the rest of the way. I probably just creeped out somebody. Ew, man. I gotta buy new latex gear anyway. Some of my latex gear is like 3 years old now, 4 years old now. I gotta go replace some of it. Some of it I've outgrown. And you don't want to see me wearing latex and being tight and can't breathe. It's just, yeah, you want to buy the right size. And once you grow out of your size, you want to wear the right stuff. It's like, for instance, leather's the same way too. Leather becomes unbreathable after a while in the heat. And I know some people in the fetish world that wears leather any time of the year. And it's like, oh, I don't know how you do that. I'm a hot body. And I like leather and I like PVC a lot, because those you don't have to really, like, yeah, you have to clean them, but it's like latex, there's so much maintenance under latex that's the thing. That's why I didn't buy so much gear right off the rip. And I don't have really good places to store my latex stuff properly. So I only bought like a small amount to start when I got back into latex, because I had a whole bunch. You got to be very careful on how you store. Leather is completely different. Yeah, leather is completely different, but you could clean it. Leather has its own maintenance, but it's much easier than latex. Latex, you have to do so much work. Like, I was listening to my friend Low Key, because she's now going to be on Twitch. She got banned, I think, before on Twitch, so she's making a comeback. She's been on Kick for a while. I've been like a 4-month subscriber of hers on Kick. And she has like some special silicone oil stuff that she does to her latex. She was explaining it like there's like a measurement level. I was like, I didn't even know you could do that. And then she sprays it. She has like a, she makes her own shit with silicone and the other. And I was like, that's interesting. I didn't even know you could. And you can save yourself a whole bunch of money. You don't have to buy the name brands like that. I didn't even know you could. All right, Cynthia, have a good sleep, buddy. Thank you for the raid. I'll be back. Well, I'm usually streaming late night, so that's my thing. I'm usually streaming late night. This is the first time in a millisecond that but my body's changed. Hopefully you guys like the new overlay. Let me know how the new overlay is. Let me know how it looks for you guys. And yes, guys, I wear latex. I do. I just haven't worn it in a minute. I wore it the other day to see where I stand with it, and I do. I'll probably be wearing it again. I gotta wash it, and then I'll probably put it on. I'll probably put on the top part of it. Oh, my arm. Hope your game's going good, Path of Exiles. I know a lot of people are playing Path of Exiles lately because of new DLC, new release content, I think it is. Envy. But then I've also heard the game's kind of broken. I was watching Lolcow live, and I believe it was Boogie, or yeah, it was Boogie and Xylee. I think it was talking about it, and how the wizards and stuff in that game, the summoners and stuff like that, are borked as fuck. I heard there's something to do with something that's broken in the game, why most people are not playing it. Hopefully you're having good food, Gothic. Hopefully whatever you got, hopefully it's good. Hopefully you got some good food. I had a chicken sandwich, so I may go make another. I'm considering it. With some Korean barbecue sauce in my mouth. It's so good. Gucci. Yay. Yeah, yay. Oh yeah, so one thing you guys don't see aside of me anymore is that white table, the corner of it. That white table has seen better days, so I retired it. I have my Xbox and my router on a TV tray now. Like a wood one, a real nice one actually. For now. I gotta get a new desk because this other white table I've had for 12 years is, or 15 years. I've never had to really go and fix this stuff. But the legs are starting to see better days and whatnot, so it's gonna be time for a big replacement. Emptiness machine. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to be streaming 24 hours because I slept for 14 hours. Yes, you heard that. I slept for 14 hours. I'm not lying. I ain't even tired. Yes, and I can sleep 14 hours like it's coming out of style. Lately, I just love my bed. Do we want of something and only wanted to be part of, sort of. Only wanted to be part of something. Only wanted to be Oh, he got me. Thanks for the lurk, buddy. Yo, thank you for that, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna shout out a friend on Twitch. So you guys, if you guys want to go over, say hi, say Rev sent. She's a little bit on the latex fetish side, but hey, she's fun. She's cool. She likes anime. She's very fun. She's a dork like me, and I've been friends with her for a long time. So she's good people. Here you go. She's just starting out. Here you go. She's also on Kick too. If you guys want to go over there, if